You know what's better than making money? Making money while you're drooling on your pillow at 3 in the morning. And no, I'm not talking about some sketchy pyramid scheme your cousin Brad tried to recruit you into at Thanksgiving. I'm talking about legitimate passive income streams that actually work. Here's the thing. While you're sleeping, someone somewhere is making money. Jeff Bezos made about $140,000 in the time it took you to watch that last TikTok. But here's the good news. You don't need to be a billionaire to start earning while you sleep. You just need the right systems in place. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build those systems. We're talking rental income, digital products, affiliate marketing, dividend stocks, and a bunch of other income streams that'll have your bank account looking healthier than your New Year's gym resolution that died in February. Fair warning, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. If that's what you're looking for, might I suggest buying lottery tickets or becoming a TikTok influencer? This is about building real, sustainable income streams that work 24/7, even when you're binge-watching Netflix or pretending to understand cryptocurrency. So grab your coffee, or your energy drink, or whatever legally questionable substance you're using to stay awake, and let's dive into how you can finally make money while you sleep. Chapter 1. The Mindset Shift. Why your time isn't money. Before we get into the actual money-making strategies, we need to talk about something that might blow your mind. The whole time is money thing. It's garbage. Well, not complete garbage, but it's definitely not the whole story. See, most people trade their time for money. You work 8 hours, you get paid for 8 hours. You work overtime, you get paid more. Sounds fair, right? Except there's a massive problem with this model. You've only got 24 hours in a day, and you need to sleep for at least some of those hours, unless you're some kind of caffeinated cyborg. This means your earning potential is capped. There's a ceiling, and that ceiling is how many hours you can physically stay awake and productive, which, let's be honest, after the third episode of your favorite show, isn't that many. The people who make serious money understand something different. Money is made when you decouple your income from your time, when you create systems, assets, and income streams that generate revenue whether you're working or not. Think about it like this. When you sleep, does your landlord stop charging you rent? Does Netflix stop charging your credit card? Does your car insurance take a break? No. They all have systems that extract money from you automatically, whether anyone is actively working or not. Now, before you get mad at capitalism, here's the beautiful part. You can build these same types of systems for yourself. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a business mogul. I can't just build automatic money machines. And you're right, you're not a business mogul. Yet. But here's the secret that successful people know. You don't have to be special or particularly talented to build passive income. You just need to be willing to put in the work up front to build something that works for you later. It's like planting a tree. Yeah, it takes effort to dig the hole, plant the seed, water it, and make sure squirrels don't destroy it. But once that tree is grown, it's just there, providing shade, possibly fruit, and definitely making your yard look better than your neighbor's. The mindset shift is this. Stop thinking about how much you can earn per hour and start thinking about how much you can earn per asset. How much does each rental property earn you? How much does each digital product earn you? How much does each automated system earn you? This is the difference between working a job and owning a business. This is the difference between trading hours for dollars and building wealth. This is the difference between waking up stressed about making rent and waking up to notifications that you made money while you were sleeping. Now, I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow and live off passive income you haven't built yet. That would be like quitting the gym before you've lost any weight because you're confident it'll definitely happen. What I'm saying is, start building these income streams now, while you still have your regular income, so that eventually you have options. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. And the absolute worst time is someday, because someday never comes. Someday is where dreams go to die, right next to the treadmill you bought in 2019. Chapter 2. Rental Income, the classic sleep money strategy. Let's start with the most obvious way to make money while you sleep, rental income. This is the OG passive income strategy, the one your grandparents probably told you about, right before they told you to stop spending so much on avocado toast. Now, when most people think of rental income, they think they need to own a mansion or an apartment building. False. You've got options, and some of them don't even require you to deal with tenants calling you at 2 a.m. because their toilet is making a weird noise. Traditional real estate rentals. Let's start with the classic approach, buying a property and renting it out. Yes, this requires money up front. Yes, this requires dealing with mortgages and property management and potentially terrible tenants who think painting the walls black is expressing themselves. But here's the thing, real estate has been making people wealthy for literally thousands of years. There's a reason for that. Land is limited, people need places to live, and if you buy smart, your property appreciates while someone else pays your mortgage. It's like having a gym membership that pays you instead of the other way around. The key is running the numbers correctly. You need to make sure your rental income exceeds your mortgage, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and property management fees. If those numbers don't work, congratulations, you've just bought yourself a very expensive money-losing hobby. A good rule of thumb is the 1% rule. Your monthly rent should be at least 1% of the purchase price. So if you buy a property for $200,000, you should be charging at least $2,000 per month in rent. This isn't a hard rule, especially in expensive markets, but it's a decent starting point. And please, for the love of all that is holy, hire a property manager. Yes, it'll cost you about 8 to 10% of your rental income, but you know what's worth more than that 10%? Your sanity, your sleep, your ability to enjoy a vacation without getting a call about a broken water heater. House hacking. Don't have enough money to buy a rental property? Enter house hacking, the strategy that sounds illegal but is totally legit. Here's how it works. You buy a multi-unit property, live in one unit, and rent out the others. Or you buy a single-family home and rent out the extra bedrooms. Your tenants basically pay your mortgage while you live for free or close to it. This is how a lot of young real estate investors get started. You can use an FHA loan with as little as 3.5% down if you're living in the property, which is way easier than saving up for a traditional investment property down payment. Sure, you'll have roommates or tenants in the same building. Sure, you might hear their questionable music choices through the walls. But you know what else you'll hear? The sound of your mortgage being paid by someone else. And that, my friend, is the sweet sound of passive income. REITs, real estate, without the headaches. Maybe you don't want to be a landlord? Maybe you don't want to fix toilets or deal with tenants or wonder if that stain on the carpet is something you really want to know about. I get it. That's where REITs come in, real estate investment trusts. These are basically companies that own and manage real estate properties, and you can buy shares in them just like stocks. You get the benefits of real estate income. They're required to pay out 90% of their taxable income as dividends without the hassles of actually owning property. No 2 a.m. phone calls, no maintenance, no evictions. Just sweet, sweet dividend payments hitting your account while you sleep. The returns aren't as high as owning physical real estate, but neither is the work involved. It's like the difference between cooking a gourmet meal and ordering takeout. Sure, the gourmet meal might be better, but sometimes you just want someone else to do the work. Chapter 3. Dividend Stocks. Let corporations pay you to sleep. Speaking of dividends, let's talk about dividend stocks. This is where you let massive corporations pay you for the privilege of owning a tiny piece of their company. It's like being a very, very small shareholder in someone else's success. How dividend stocks actually work. Here's the beautiful simplicity. You buy shares in a company that pays dividends. Every quarter, or sometimes monthly, they send you money. You do nothing. They pay you anyway. It's like having a job where you never show up but still get paid, except it's legal and encouraged. Now, not all stocks pay dividends. Some companies, especially younger tech companies, prefer to reinvest all their profits back into growth. They're like that friend who's always building their empire and never has time to grab coffee. Dividend stocks, on the other hand, are the mature, stable companies that actually share the wealth. We're talking about companies like Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, boring companies that make boring products that boring people buy every single day. And thank God for boring, because boring is predictable, and predictable is profitable. The magic of dividend reinvestment. Here's where it gets interesting. Dividend reinvestment. Instead of taking your dividend payments as cash, you use them to automatically buy more shares. Those shares generate more dividends, which buy more shares, which generate more dividends, in a beautiful cycle that makes mathematicians weep with joy. This is compound interest on steroids. Einstein allegedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. He probably didn't, because most Einstein quotes on the internet are fake, but the principle is still true. Let's say you invest $10,000 in a dividend stock yielding 4% annually. If you reinvest those dividends and the stock appreciates at a modest 6% per year, in 30 years you'd have over $100,000. You put in 10 grand, did absolutely nothing, and got 100 grand. That's better than any savings account, and it requires about the same amount of effort, none, building a dividend portfolio. The trick is diversification. Don't put all your money in one dividend stock, no matter how stable it seems. Remember Sears? Remember Blockbuster? Yeah, stable companies can still go belly up faster than your motivation to go to the gym. Spread your investments across different sectors: consumer goods, utilities, healthcare, real estate, finance. This way, if one sector tanks, you're not completely screwed. It's like not putting all your eggs in one basket, except the eggs are money and the basket is your retirement. Look for companies with a history of not just paying dividends, but increasing them every year. These are called dividend aristocrats. Companies that have increased their dividend payouts for at least 25 consecutive years. They're the reliable friends of the stock market world. And please start with low-cost index funds that focus on dividend stocks if you're new to this. Trying to pick individual stocks when you're just starting out is like trying to perform surgery after watching Grey's Anatomy. Technically, you've seen it done, but that doesn't mean you should try it. Chapter 4. Create and sell digital products. Clone your expertise. Now we're getting into the really fun stuff. Digital products. This is where you create something once and sell it infinitely. It's like having a clone of yourself that works 24/7, except this clone doesn't eat, doesn't complain, and doesn't try to steal your life like in a sci-fi movie. The beauty of digital products, physical products have problems. You need inventory, you need storage, you need shipping, you need to deal with returns because someone thought waterproof meant works as a submarine. Digital products, none of that. You create it once, maybe a course, an ebook, a template, software, stock photos, music, whatever, and then you sell it unlimited times with zero additional production cost. The marginal cost of selling one more digital product is basically zero. It's just data being copied. Data doesn't require shipping or wear out or get damaged in transport. This means your profit margins are insane. Like, is this even legal? Levels of profit margin. Because after you've covered your creation costs, everything else is basically pure profit. Online courses. Teaching while you sleep. Got expertise in something? Literally anything? Congratulations, you can create an online course. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not an expert. False. You know more about something than most people do. Maybe it's Excel spreadsheets, maybe it's playing guitar, maybe it's training dogs or meal prepping or fixing cars or doing makeup, or literally anything that people want to learn. The market for online learning is massive and growing. People paid $315 billion globally for online education in 2021, and that number is only going up. Someone is going to take that money. It might as well be you. Platforms like Udemy, Teachable, Skillshare, and Kajabi make it stupid easy to create and sell courses. You record some videos explaining what you know, upload them, set a price, and boom, you're in business. Every time someone buys your course, you make money. While you sleep, while you eat, while you're watching Netflix and wondering if you should really start that next episode at midnight. The upfront work is real though. Creating a quality course takes time. You need to plan the content, record videos, edit them, create any supplementary materials, and set up your sales page. But once it's done, it's done. You've built an asset that generates income potentially forever. Ebooks, the written word passive income. Not comfortable on camera? Write an ebook. The barrier to entry is hilariously low. You need a computer, knowledge about something, and the ability to string sentences together. If you're reading this script, you've already got the third one covered. Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing lets you publish ebooks with zero upfront cost. You write it, format it, upload it, and Amazon handles everything else. Distribution, payment processing, delivery. You get paid royalties every time someone buys it. And before you say, but nobody reads anymore, that's statistically false. Ebook sales have been holding steady at billions of dollars annually. People are reading. They're just doing it on screens instead of paper, probably while pretending to work during a Zoom meeting. The key is choosing the right topic. Don't write a generic ebook about how to be happy or success tips. The market is saturated. Get specific. How to train a stubborn bulldog will outsell how to train dogs because it speaks to a specific, desperate audience who's currently losing a battle of wills with their pet. Templates and digital downloads. This one's sneaky good. Create templates for things people need regularly. Resume templates, business plan templates, social media graphics, Excel spreadsheets, Notion templates, budget planners, meal prep, plans, whatever. Sites like Etsy, Creative Market, and Gumroad are full of people selling digital templates for $5 to $50 a pop. It doesn't sound like much until you realize they're selling hundreds or thousands of copies. That $15 resume template you spent 3 hours creating could generate thousands of dollars over its lifetime. The work is front-loaded. You create the template once, make it actually good, please don't sell garbage, take some nice screenshots, write a description, and upload it. Then it just sits there, selling itself while you do literally anything else with your life. 3:58 p.m. Chapter 5, Affiliate Marketing, get paid for recommendations you're already making. You know how you're always telling your friends about that amazing coffee maker you bought, or that productivity app that changed your life, or those noise-canceling headphones that finally let you ignore your annoying coworker? Yeah, you're doing that for free, like a chump. Affiliate marketing is getting paid for those recommendations. It's literally that simple. You recommend products, people buy them through your special link, you get a commission. Ka-ching. How affiliate marketing actually works. Here's the breakdown. Companies want more sales. You have an audience, or can build one. The company gives you a unique tracking link. When someone clicks your link and buys something, you get a percentage of the sale. Everyone wins. The company gets a customer, the buyer gets a product they wanted, and you get paid for essentially being a helpful human. The commission rates vary wildly. Physical products on Amazon, you're looking at 1 to 10% depending on the category. Digital products and software, often 20 to 50%, sometimes even more. Some high-ticket items like web hosting or online courses can net you hundreds of dollars per sale. And here's the beautiful part. You don't handle inventory, shipping, customer service, or returns. You're just the matchmaker. You introduce people to products they need and companies pay you for it. It's like being a professional friend with benefits, except the benefits are money and it's not weird. Choosing the right affiliate programs. Don't just promote random garbage for a quick buck. That's how you lose trust faster than a politician during election season. Promote products you actually use, believe in, and would recommend even if you weren't getting paid. Start with Amazon Associates because it's easy and Amazon sells everything. The commission rates aren't amazing, but the conversion rates are high because people trust Amazon and probably already have accounts. Plus, you get credited for anything they buy within 24 hours of clicking your link, not just the product you recommended. So if you recommend a book and they end up buying a book plus a blender plus 17 things they didn't know they needed, you get a commission on all of it. But don't stop at Amazon. Look into niche affiliate programs in your area of expertise. If you're into fitness, companies like bodybuilding.com or MyProtein have affiliate programs. Into tech, Best Buy, B&H Photo, Newegg all have programs. There are affiliate programs for literally everything from mattresses to meditation apps. The big money is often in recurring commission programs. These are services that charge monthly or annually. Web hosting, email marketing software, VPNs, streaming services. You refer someone once, they subscribe, and you get paid every single month they stay subscribed. It's like planting a money tree that grows currency instead of leaves. Building an audience without losing your soul. Here's the catch. Affiliate marketing works best when you have an audience, a blog, YouTube channel, Instagram account, TikTok, podcast, newsletter, something where people actually see your recommendations. But building an audience takes time. Yes, it does. That's why it's called an investment. You're investing time now to build something that pays you later. This isn't a microwave dinner, it's a slow-cooked brisket. Good things take time unless you're buying followers, which is the marketing equivalent of steroids. Maybe it looks good initially, but everyone can tell, and it'll definitely come back to bite you. Start with a platform you're comfortable with. Hate being on camera? Start a blog. Love talking? Start a podcast. Good at taking aesthetically pleasing photos of your breakfast? Instagram might be your thing. Create actually valuable content. Answer questions people are searching for. Solve problems. Be entertaining or educational or both. The affiliate links should feel natural, Not like you're a used car salesman who learned about the internet yesterday. Here's a pro tip. Focus on content that keeps working for you. A YouTube video about best budget laptops 2024 will keep getting views and generating affiliate income for years. A TikTok about the same thing might pop off for 3 days, then disappear into the algorithm void. Choose content formats with longevity. The ethics of affiliate marketing. Please, for the love of all that is holy, disclose your affiliate relationships. It's required by law in most countries, but more importantly, it's not being a shady human. Just tell people, hey, I make a small commission if you buy through my link, but it doesn't cost you extra, and I only recommend stuff I actually use. Most people don't care. They're buying the thing anyway. They might as well use your link so you get a few bucks. It's like tipping, except they don't actually pay more. What will make people care is if they find out you've been secretly profiting off recommendations while pretending to be unbiased. That's how you torch your credibility faster than you can say sponsored content. Don't be that person. Chapter 6. Automated YouTube channels. Content that works while you sleep. YouTube isn't just for watching videos of cats doing ridiculous things, though that's a noble pursuit. It's also a legitimate passive income machine if you set it up right. The YouTube money machine. Here's how YouTube pays you. Ads. When people watch your videos, they see ads. YouTube shares a portion of that ad revenue with you. The more views you get, the more money you make. Simple, but here's what makes it passive. Once you upload a video, it can keep generating revenue for years. That video you made in 2020, if it's still getting views in 2024, it's still making you money. It's like planting a content garden where the vegetables are dollars and they never stop growing. The amount you make varies wildly depending on your niche. Finance and tech channels can make $10 to $30 per 1,000 views. Gaming and entertainment might make $2 to $5 per 1,000 views. It depends on advertiser demand and how much companies are willing to pay to reach your audience. A channel getting 1 million views per month could make anywhere from $2,000 to $30,000, depending on the niche. And that's just from ads. We're not even talking about sponsorships, affiliate marketing, or selling your own products yet. The automation angle. Now, traditional YouTube channels require you to be on camera, which means editing, lighting, makeup if you care about that sort of thing, and generally looking presentable instead of like you just rolled out of bed, which is how most of us look most of the time. But automated YouTube channels, different game entirely. These are channels that create content without you being on camera. We're talking animated explainer videos, compilation channels, educational content using stock footage, narrated listicles, meditation, and sleep music channels, ambient background videos. You can outsource the creation to freelancers on Fiverr or Upwork, or use AI tools to help generate scripts and voiceovers. Some people run multiple channels producing content they barely touch personally. They're basically content management companies, not traditional creators. Now, before you get too excited and think you've found the ultimate loophole, know this. YouTube is getting stricter about low-quality automated content. You can't just steal other people's videos, run them through a filter, and call it yours. That's copyright infringement, and YouTube will demonetize you faster than you can say, fair use doesn't mean what you think it means. The key is creating actual value. Even if you're automating the process, the content needs to be original, useful, or entertaining. Preferably all three. Finding your niche. The riches are in the niches. Don't start a general entertainment channel competing with Mr. Beast. He's got a team, a budget, and more energy than should be legally allowed. Instead, find a specific topic you can dominate. Productivity tips is too broad. Productivity tips for medical students is better. Study techniques for MCAT preparation is even more specific and probably has less competition. The more specific your niche, the easier it is to rank in search results, build a dedicated audience, and attract advertisers willing to pay premium rates. A video about how to fix a 2015 Honda Civic transmission might get fewer views than a generic car video, but the people watching are highly motivated and advertisers will pay more to reach them. Look at what's already working but underserved. Use tools like TubeBuddy or vidIQ to research keywords, see what's ranking, and find gaps in the content market. It's like real estate. Location, location, location. Except in this case, it's niche, niche, Niche. The long game YouTube isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Building a channel that generates serious passive income takes time. You need to hit 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before you can even monetize. That could take months or even years if you're not strategic. But here's the thing, you're building an asset. Every video is a little worker bee that can bring in views and revenue indefinitely. Successful YouTubers often say their older videos generate more income than their new ones, because they've had more time to accumulate views. It's front-loaded work for back-loaded rewards. You put in effort now, building your library of content, optimizing for search, improving your thumbnails and titles. Eventually, if you do it right, you have a catalog of videos working for you 24/7. People are watching YouTube right now, like right this second, millions of them. Some of them are watching videos uploaded years ago. That could be your video, that could be your passive income. While you're sleeping, someone in Australia is watching your content and putting money in your pocket. Chapter 7. Peer-to-peer lending. Be the bank without the vault. Remember how banks take your money, pay you basically nothing in interest, then lend it to other people at much higher rates and keep the difference? Yeah, that's their entire business model. Peer-to-peer lending lets you cut out the middleman and be the bank yourself. How P2P lending works. Peer-to-peer lending platforms connect people who need to borrow money with people who have money to lend. You're essentially playing banker, except without the fancy suit and judgmental attitude. Here's the process. Someone needs a loan for debt consolidation, a small business or whatever. They apply through a platform like Lending Club, Prosper, or Funding Circle. The platform vets them, credit checks, income verification, the usual stuff. Then they list the loan opportunity, and you can fund part or all of it. The borrower pays back the loan with interest, and that interest goes to you. The platform takes a small cut for facilitating everything, but you're still earning way more than you would in a savings account. Returns typically range from 4% to 12% annually, depending on the risk level of the loans you choose. Compare that to your savings account. Probably earning 0.5% if you're lucky, and suddenly lending money to strangers doesn't sound so crazy. The risk-reward. Balance. Here's the thing nobody likes to talk about. People default on loans. Shocking, I know. Someone who needed to borrow money might not be able to pay it back. Mind-blowing. This is why the returns are higher than safer investments. Higher risk, higher potential reward. It's like dating. The exciting ones are often the ones most likely to disappoint you. The platforms rate borrowers based on creditworthiness. Higher-rated borrowers are safer bets but pay lower interest. Lower-rated borrowers pay higher interest but have a greater chance of default. It's your classic risk-reward trade-off. The smart move is diversification. Don't lend $10,000 to one person. Lend $25 each to 400 different people. This way, if a few default, and some will, you're not completely destroyed. It's like not putting all your eggs in one basket, except the eggs are money, and some of the baskets have holes in them. Most successful P2P lenders spread their investments across hundreds of loans. The defaults hurt less when they're a small percentage of your total portfolio. Think of it like insurance companies. They know some people will have accidents, but they're covering so many people that the math still works out in their favor. Automation features. Here's where the passive income part really kicks in. Auto-invest features. Most platforms let you set criteria for the types of loans you want to fund, and then they automatically invest your money as loans matching your criteria become available. You specify things like credit grade, A through E typically, loan purpose, debt consolidation, business, home improvement, interest rate, minimum loan term, then the platform does everything else. As borrowers make payments, the money goes back into your account and gets automatically reinvested into new loans. It's a self-sustaining cycle of passive income. You check in occasionally to make sure everything's running smoothly, maybe adjust your criteria if you want, but otherwise, it's hands-off. The money just keeps cycling, lending, getting repaid with interest, relending, like a passive income washing machine, except it adds money instead of cleaning clothes. Tax implications. The fun part. Surprise! The government wants a piece of your P2P lending returns. The interest you earn is considered ordinary income, which means it's taxed at your regular income tax rate, not the lower capital gains rate. This makes P2P lending less tax efficient than some other passive income streams. It's still profitable, just be aware that Uncle Sam is coming for his cut. Set aside money for taxes, or better yet, consider doing P2P lending through a tax-advantaged account, like a self-directed IRA if the platform allows it. The platforms will send you tax documents showing your interest income and any losses from defaults. Keep good records, or better yet, hire an accountant who knows what they're doing, because tax law is about as clear as mud filtered through more mud. Chapter 8. Create an app or software. Code your way to sleep money. Apps and software are the ultimate passive income dream. You build something once, and it can generate revenue for years with minimal maintenance. It's like building a robot that works for you, except this robot lives in phones and computers instead of trying to take over the world. The app gold rush, that's still happening. People love complaining that the app gold rush is over and all the good ideas are taken. These are the same people who said Amazon would never work because who buys books online, and that Netflix would fail because people like going to Blockbuster. The app economy is still massive. People spent $170 billion on apps in 2021. They're not spending that money on apps from 2008. They're spending it on new apps, updated apps, apps that solve current problems. You don't need to create the next Instagram or TikTok. You need to create something useful for a specific group of people who will pay for it. A meditation app for nurses, a budgeting app for college students, a workout tracker for climbers, specific, targeted, valuable. Monetization models. There are several ways to make money from an app. Paid apps. Users pay up front to download. This model is dying faster than the headphone jack, but it still works for highly specialized professional apps. Most consumers expect apps to be free now, so this is a hard sell unless you're offering something truly unique. Freemium. The app is free, but users can pay for premium features. This is huge right now. Give people enough to see the value, then charge for the advanced stuff. It's like drug dealers giving out free samples, except legal and less likely to ruin lives. Subscription. Recurring monthly or annual payments. This is the holy grail of app. Monetization. Instead of a one-time $5 payment, you get $5 every month for as long as they keep using the app. That could be years. It's passive income on steroids. In-app advertising. The app is free, but users see ads. You get paid based on impressions or clicks. The revenue per user is usually lower, but if you have millions of users, it adds up. It's quantity over quality. In-app purchases. Common in games. The app is free, but users can buy virtual goods, power-ups, extra lives, or whatever. Mobile games make billions this way. It's essentially selling digital nothing for real money, and it works frighteningly well. No code and low code options. But I'm not a programmer? Great. Neither are a lot of successful app creators. No code platforms like Bubble, Adalo, and Glide let you build functional apps without writing a single line of code. It's like building with Legos instead of smelting your own metal to forge blocks. The end result might not be as customized, but it works, and you can actually finish it. You can also hire developers. Freelance platforms are full of developers who will build your app for a fraction of what you'd expect. A simple app might cost $5,000 to $20,000 to develop. That sounds like a lot until you realize it could generate income for years. The key is starting with a minimum viable product, MVP. Don't try to build every feature you've ever dreamed of. Build the core functionality, launch it, see if people actually want it, then iterate based on feedback. This prevents you from spending 6 months and $50,000 building something nobody wants. SaaS, software as a service. This is where the really big passive income potential lies. SaaS is subscription-based software that solves a specific problem for businesses or individuals. We're talking about tools like project management software, email marketing platforms, accounting software, CRM systems. Businesses use these tools daily and pay monthly or annually for them. The beautiful thing about SaaS is that business customers are less price sensitive than consumers. If a tool saves them time or makes them money, they'll pay for it, and they'll keep paying month after month. Building SaaS is more complex than building a simple app, but the revenue potential is also much higher. A consumer app might charge $3.99. A business SaaS tool might charge $29 to $299 per month per user. Do the math on what that looks like with even a modest customer base. Plus, SaaS has incredibly high profit margins once you're established. After your development and server costs, each additional customer is almost pure profit. It's scalable in a way physical products could never be. 4:01 p.m. Chapter 9. Print on demand. Sell products you never touch. Remember when starting a product business meant buying inventory, renting warehouse space, and praying you'd sell enough before everything went out of style? Yeah, Print on Demand said, no thanks to all of that nonsense. Print on Demand is beautifully simple. You create designs, upload them to a platform, and when someone orders a product with your design, the company prints it, ships it, and handles customer service. You literally never touch the product, you just collect the profit. It's like running a store while being allergic to physical objects. How Print on Demand actually works, the process is stupid simple, which is why it's brilliant. You create a design or hire someone to create it. You upload it to a print-on-demand platform like Printful, Printify, or Redbubble. You choose what products to put it on: t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, phone cases, posters, whatever. You set your price, the platform tells you their cost, you add your markup. Someone buys it. The platform prints, packages, and ships it. You get paid. You're basically running a product business without inventory, shipping, or fulfillment. All the annoying parts of selling physical products, someone else's problem. All the profit? Yours. The design game. Here's where people get stuck. But I'm not a designer. Okay, and? You don't need to be Picasso. Most successful print-on-demand designs aren't artistic masterpieces. They're funny quotes, niche references, simple graphics, or clever text-based designs. Think about the t-shirts people actually buy: Coffee First with a coffee cup graphic, Dog Mom with a paw print, I paused my game to be here for gamers. These aren't winning design awards, they're winning bank deposits. You can use Canva to create simple text-based designs, free, buy design templates and customize them. Hire designers on Fiverr for $5 to $50. Use AI design tools, they're getting scary good. Learn basic design skills on YouTube, everything's on YouTube. The key is understanding your audience. A design that crushes it for yoga instructors will bomb with motorcycle enthusiasts. You need to know what makes your target market laugh, what they're passionate about, what inside jokes they have. Niche down or die. The biggest mistake beginners make is trying to appeal to everyone. I'll make designs everyone likes. Congratulations, you've just created designs no one loves. The money is in the niches. Don't make generic cat shirts. Make shirts specifically for Bengal cat owners. Don't make generic teacher shirts. Make shirts for high school chemistry teachers. The more specific, the better. Why? Because people in niches are passionate and they struggle to find products that speak specifically to them. When they find something that does, they buy it, often multiple versions, and they tell their niche community about it. A generic I love dogs shirt might sell occasionally. A Belgian Malinois mom, half dog hair, half coffee, mostly tired shirt will sell like crazy to that specific community because it speaks directly to their experience. Platform strategy. Different platforms, different approaches. Redbubble/TeePublic. Upload once. It appears on dozens of product types automatically. Great for beginners. Lower profit margins, but zero upfront work. These are like real estate agents who do everything but take a bigger commission. Printful/Printify. Integration with your own store. Shopify, Etsy, etc. Higher profit margins, more control, but you handle marketing and store management. It's like being your own real estate agent. More work, more profit. Merch by Amazon. Upload designs. Amazon handles everything. Massive built-in audience. The catch? Getting approved is harder than getting into some colleges, and there are tier limits that restrict how many designs you can upload until you make sales. Etsy. Built-in marketplace of people actively shopping for unique items, perfect for niche designs. The platform takes fees, but you're paying for access to motivated buyers. The smart move? Use multiple platforms. Upload the same design to Redbubble, Etsy, your own Shopify store, and Merch by Amazon. Maximize exposure. Let the design work on every possible sales channel simultaneously. The upload and forget model. Here's why this is genuinely passive. Once you upload a design, it can sell forever. That design you created in 2020, still selling in 2024. You did the work once and it keeps generating revenue. Successful print-on-demand sellers have hundreds or thousands of designs uploaded. They're not actively managing sales daily. The designs just sit there, available for purchase, working 24/7. It's a numbers game. Not every design will be a hit. Maybe 10% of your designs generate 90% of your revenue. That's fine. Upload more designs, test different niches, see what resonates. Some sellers upload 10 to 20 new designs per week. It becomes a content library that works for you. The more designs you have, the more chances someone finds something they want to buy. Seasonal and trending opportunities. Smart sellers jump on trends and seasonal events. Christmas, Halloween, back to school, Mother's Day. These are gold mines if you prepare in advance. The key word is advance. Don't upload Christmas designs in December. Upload them in September or October so they have time to rank in searches and start generating sales before the holiday rush. Same with trends. When something goes viral or becomes popular culture, there's a window where designs related to it will sell, but you need to move fast. By the time a trend is everywhere, it's already too late. Use Google Trends, social media, and niche communities to spot what's gaining traction. Create designs around it quickly. Upload them, see what sells. This isn't your main strategy, but it can generate nice spikes in revenue. Chapter 10. Licensing your photography or art. Get paid. Every time someone uses your work. Got a camera? Got an eye for composition? Cool. You can make money every time someone uses your photos. And they can use the same photo thousands of times, with you getting paid each time. It's like having a vending machine, except instead of dispensing snacks, it dispenses your art to people who need it. Stock photography, the passive income. Dark horse. Stock photography is one of those unsexy passive income streams nobody talks about at parties, but it works. Businesses, marketers, bloggers, and designers need images constantly. They're not hiring photographers for every single image. They're buying stock photos. Platforms like Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, Getty Images, and iStock let you upload your photos, and every time someone licenses them, you get paid. It might be 25 cents per download, or it might be $25, depending on the license type and platform. That sounds like nothing, you say. True, one download isn't much, but what if you have 1,000 photos uploaded, and collectively they get downloaded 500 times per month? That's real money for photos you took once and uploaded. What actually sells? Here's what doesn't sell. Artsy photos of your breakfast, moody. Black and white street photography. That sunset shot you think is breathtaking but looks exactly like 10,000 other sunset shots. Here's what does sell. Business people in meetings. Staged, not creepy candid shots. Technology and devices. Diverse people doing normal activities. Isolated objects on white backgrounds. Concepts, teamwork, growth, success, represented visually authentic lifestyle imagery. Specific industries, healthcare, construction, education. Think about what businesses need for their websites, presentations, and marketing materials. They need professional-looking images of generic business concepts. Exciting? No. Profitable? Yes. The irony is that the technically perfect, creatively boring commercial shots often outsell the artistic masterpieces. The market wants usable, not remarkable. Technical requirements. Stock platforms have standards. Your photos need to be high resolution, usually 4 megapixels minimum, but higher is better. Properly. Focused and exposed. Free of noise and artifacts, accurately keyworded, this is crucial for sales. Released if they contain recognizable people or private property. That last point is important. If there are people in your photos, you need signed model releases. If it's someone's private property, like the inside of a business, you need property releases. Platforms are strict about this because they don't want lawsuits. The good news? Modern smartphones take photos good enough for stock photography. You don't need a $3,000 camera setup. You need decent lighting, good composition, and marketable subjects. The keywording game. This is where most people fail, and it's not even about photography. It's about metadata. When someone searches for business meeting, they're not scrolling through 10 million photos. They're looking at the first few pages of results. Getting on those pages requires proper keywording. Each photo needs a descriptive title, a detailed description, 25 to 50 relevant keywords. Be specific but comprehensive. Don't just tag woman, tag professional woman, businesswoman, corporate employee, office worker, 30s, brunette, whatever applies. Think about all the ways someone might search for your photo. What context could it be used in? What concepts does it represent? What details are visible? Good keywording is the difference between a photo that sells once and a photo that sells 1,000 times. It's boring work, but it's the work that actually generates income. Expanding beyond photography. The same principle works for vector graphics, illustrations, icons, designs, video footage, B-roll, backgrounds, specific actions, music and sound effects, background tracks, audio logos, sound effects, 3D models, assets for games, visualizations, animations. Each of these has marketplaces where you can upload your work once and sell it repeatedly. The upfront effort varies, but the passive income model is the same. If you're musically inclined, platforms like Audio Jungle and Pond5 will pay you every time someone licenses your music track. Create a library of instrumental background music, upload it, and let content creators license it for their videos. Chapter 11. Build a niche website or blog. The long game passive income play. Blogs aren't dead, despite what people have been claiming since 2010. They've evolved, the format has changed, but the fundamental model, create content that attracts visitors, monetize those visitors, is alive and well. A profitable niche website is like planting an orchard. It takes time before you get fruit, but once it's producing, it can feed you for years with minimal maintenance. The niche website model. Here's the blueprint. Choose a specific niche. More on this in a second. Create comprehensive, helpful content about that niche. Optimize for search engines so people find your content. Monetize through ads, affiliate links, or selling. Products. Watch traffic grow as your content ranks. Make money while you sleep as people visit your site. The key is choosing the right niche. Not too broad, you'll never compete. Not too narrow, not enough audience. And ideally something where people spend money. Good niches. Specific hobbies with dedicated communities. Problems people are desperate to solve. Topics with expensive products to affiliate for areas where you have genuine knowledge or interest. Bad niches. Anything with massive competition, weight loss, general finance. Topics you know nothing about and don't care to learn. Things with no commercial intent. People aren't buying anything. Trending topics that'll be irrelevant in 6 months. The content strategy. You need to create content that ranks in Google. That means understanding search intent and creating content that's better than what's currently ranking. Someone searching best running shoes for flat feet wants product recommendations. Someone searching, why do my feet hurt when running, wants information and solutions. Different intent, different content. The magic number for success? About 50 to 100 solid articles. That's when you start seeing consistent traffic. Each article is like a little salesperson working for you 24/7, bringing people to your site. You don't need to write everything yourself. You can hire freelance writers, $50 to $200 per article. Use AI to draft content, then edit and enhance it. Outsource research, write the final version yourself, create some content, curate and comment on other content. The goal is building a comprehensive resource in your niche that Google sees as authoritative. The more high-quality content you have, the more search traffic you get. Monetization layering. Here's where it gets fun. You're not limited to one income stream. Display ads, put ads on your site through networks like Mediavine or AdThrive. You get paid per 1,000 visitors. Sites with 50,000 monthly visitors might make $500 to $2,000 per month just from ads. Completely passive. Affiliate marketing. Recommend products within your content. Earn commissions. A single high-converting article can make thousands per month if it ranks well and recommends the right products. Sponsored content. Companies pay you to write articles featuring their products. Rates vary, but $200 to $1,000 per post is common once you have traffic. Digital products. Sell your own ebooks, courses, or templates related to your niche. All profit, no middleman. Email list. Build a list of engaged readers. Monetize through affiliate offers or your own products. Layer these together, and a modest niche site can generate $2,000 to $10,000 per month. Larger sites, 6 figures annually, sometimes more. The SEO game. Simplified. SEO isn't as scary as it sounds. Google wants to show people the best results. If your content is genuinely the best answer to what someone's searching for, you'll rank. Eventually. Focus. Fun. Keyword research. Find what people are actually searching for. Search intent. Match your content to what people want. Content quality. Be comprehensive, accurate, genuinely helpful. On-page SEO. Use keywords naturally. Structure content well. Backlinks. Get other sites to link to you. This is the hard part. Use tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, or even free tools like Uber Suggest to find keywords you can actually rank for. Don't target how to lose weight. Target how to lose weight after thyroid surgery, or something specific where competition is lower. The timeline reality check. Let's be honest, niche websites don't make money overnight. It typically takes 3 to 6 months to start seeing any meaningful traffic, 6 to 12 months to generate consistent income, 12 to 24 months to potentially replace a full-time income. This is why most people fail. They create 10 articles, see no traffic after a month, give up. They're planting seeds and digging them up a week later to see why they haven't grown. But if you stick with it, you're building an asset that can generate passive income for years. Successful niche site owners often say their best content was published years ago and is still their top earner. Chapter 12. Create a mobile game. The ultimate passive income lottery ticket. Mobile games are the Wild West of passive income. Most make nothing. Some make modest income. A tiny percentage make absolutely absurd amounts of money. It's like buying lottery tickets, except if you're strategic and create something good, your odds are significantly better than 1 in 292 million. The mobile gaming gold rush people spent over $116 billion on mobile games in 2022. That's not a typo. Billion. With a B. They're spending it on everything from Candy Crush to Among Us to whatever the current viral sensation is. But all the good game ideas are taken. False. People said that about apps, websites, and basically every digital opportunity ever. There's always room for new games, especially if they're actually fun, fill a specific niche, have a unique mechanic or angle, are well executed. You're not competing with Fortnite. You're creating something that appeals to a specific audience who wants a specific type of experience. Maybe it's relaxing puzzle games for people who commute. Maybe it's quick play arcade games for people who have 2-minute breaks. Maybe it's strategy games for people who like thinking. Monetization models for games free to play with ads, the most common model. Game is free. Players watch ads to continue playing or get bonuses. You get paid per ad impression, not a lot per player, but if you have thousands of players, it adds up. Freemium. Game is free, but you can buy power-ups, extra lives, cosmetic items, or premium features. This is how games like Clash of Clans make billions. Some players never pay a cent. Some players, whales, spend hundreds or thousands. Paid app. Less common now, but still works for premium games. You charge $2 to $10 up front. Harder to get downloads, but every download is immediate revenue. Subscription. Newer model. Works for games that provide ongoing content or value. Monthly payment for premium features or ad-free experience. The hybrid approach is most profitable. Free to play, contains ads, offers in-app purchases. Give players options to pay for a better experience, but don't require it. You don't need to code. Seriously, game development used to require serious programming skills. Not anymore. Platforms like Unity, industry standard, huge community, tons of tutorials. Game Maker Studio, great for 2D games, easier learning curve construct, drag and drop game creation, no coding required build box, create games without coding, template based. You can literally create a functional game without writing code. Will it be the next Minecraft? Probably not. But can it generate passive income? Absolutely. There are also templates you can buy, reskin an existing game, change graphics and themes, publish it as your own. It's like buying a house, renovating it, and selling it, except faster and cheaper, or hire developers. A simple mobile game might cost $2,000 to $10,000 to develop. If it generates even modest income, that's a worthwhile investment. The publishing strategy. Getting your game on the App Store and Google Play is the easy part. Getting people to download it is harder. Strategies that work. App Store optimization, ASO, like SEO for apps. Optimize your title, description, screenshots, and keywords. Social media marketing. Share gameplay videos. Reach out to gaming communities. Influencer marketing. Get YouTubers or TikTokers to play your game. Paid advertising. Run ads on Facebook, Google, or in other games. Cross-promotion. If you have multiple games, promote them within each other. The first 1,000 downloads are the hardest. After that, if your game is good and has strong ratings, the app stores will start recommending it. The algorithm favors games with high retention and positive reviews. and the viral dream. Some games go viral. Among Us was released in 2018 but didn't blow up until 2020. Flappy Bird made $50,000 per day at its peak. Wordle sold to the New York Times for millions. Can you plan for virality? Not really. But you can increase your odds by creating genuinely fun gameplay, making it easy to understand but hard to master, adding social sharing features, timing your launch strategically, having a unique hook that makes people talk about it. Most games won't go viral. That's fine. Even modest success, a game that generates $500 to $2,000 per month passively, is worthwhile when you consider you built it once and it runs indefinitely. And here's the kicker. If you learn the process once, you can create multiple games. Successful game developers often have portfolios of 10, 20, or 50 plus games. Some are duds, some are modest. Earners. Maybe one is a home run, but collectively they generate serious passive income. 404. PM, Chapter 13. Rent out your stuff. Turn your possessions into income streams. You've got stuff, probably too much stuff. Some of that stuff is just sitting there, depreciating, collecting dust, taking up space. What if that stuff could make you money instead? Welcome to the sharing economy, where your unused possessions become passive income generators. Rent your car because it's parked 95% of the time. Anyway, your car sits idle most of the day. While it's sitting there, it's depreciating, like literally losing value as you read this. Might as well make it work for its keep. Platforms like Turo and Getaround let you rent your car to strangers. Before you freak out about insurance and liability, these platforms provide coverage. Turo offers up to $750,000 in liability coverage. Getaround has similar protections. How much can you make depends on your car and location. A decent car in a good market might generate $500 to $1,500 per month. That could cover your car payment and insurance, essentially making your car free, or if your car is paid off, pure profit. The passive part comes from how hands-off it can be. Some platforms have remote unlock features. Renters access the car via app. You never interact with them. The car just makes money while you're at work or sleeping. Obviously, there are risks. Someone might ding your car. Someone might leave Cheetos crumbs everywhere. Someone might turn it into a mobile hot dog stand for reasons you'll never understand. That's what insurance is for. Most hosts report minimal issues, especially if you vet renters. Platforms show ratings and history. Rent your parking space. Yes, really got a parking space you're not using? In cities, parking is like gold, scarce, valuable, and people will pay surprisingly high amounts for it. Apps like Spot Hero, Just Park, and Neighbor let you rent out parking spaces, driveways, or garages. In places like New York, San Francisco, or Boston, a parking space can rent for $200 to $400 per month. That's real money for doing literally nothing except not parking there yourself. It's beautifully passive. You list your space once, set your price, and people book it through the app. Payment is automatic, no interaction required. Your driveway is making you money while you're inside watching TV. Even in smaller cities, parking near stadiums, airports, or downtown areas can be profitable. Event parking is especially lucrative. Charge $20 to $50 for a parking spot during a concert or game. Do this a few times per month, and you've got nice supplemental income. Rent your extra room, the Airbnb game. This one's not entirely hands-off, but it can be semi-passive with the right approach. Renting a spare room or property on Airbnb, VRBO, or similar platforms can generate serious income. A spare bedroom in a decent location might earn $1,000 to $3,000 per month. A whole property could be $3,000 to $10,000 plus depending on location and demand. The work involved varies. You need to prepare the space, furnish, clean, stage, create a listing with good photos and description, respond to booking inquiries, manage check-in/checkout, clean between guests, handle any issues that arise. Here's how to make it more passive. Automate and outsource. Use smart locks for self-check-in, no meeting guests, cleaning services between guests, hands-off cleaning, co-hosting services or property managers. They handle everything for 15 to 25% of revenue. Automated messaging for common questions and instructions. With these systems, your involvement becomes minimal. You're essentially running a mini hotel room that generates income while you do other things. The math can be compelling. If you're paying $1,500 per month for a 2-bedroom apartment but only need 1 bedroom, rent the other for $1,000. Your housing costs just drop to $500, or if you travel. Frequently, rent your whole place while you're gone. Your travels basically pay for themselves. Rent your equipment and tools. Got a lawnmower you use twice a month? A power drill that sits in your garage? A pressure washer, ladder, or camping gear that's gathering dust? Other people need these things occasionally but don't want to buy them. Platforms like Fat Llama and Peer Renters let you rent out almost anything. Photography equipment, tools, sports gear, party supplies, electronics. If you own it and it has value, someone will rent it. The income per item isn't huge, maybe $10 to $50 per rental, but if you have multiple items listed and they rent regularly, it adds up. Plus, you're making money from stuff you already own and rarely use. It's relatively passive. You list items once with photos and descriptions. When someone wants to rent, you arrange pickup or delivery. The platform handles payment and provides insurance. Your main involvement is handing stuff over and getting it back. Rent your internet connection. This one's weird but legitimate. Some services will pay you to share your unused bandwidth. Companies like Honeygain, Pawns.app, and IP Royal Pawns use your internet connection for various purposes like market research, web scraping, or content delivery. The payment is small, maybe $20 to $50 per month depending on your bandwidth and how much you share, but it's completely passive. Install the app, let it run in the background, get paid. Your internet connection was already on anyway. Before you do this, check your ISP's terms of service. Some prohibit commercial use of residential internet. Also understand what these services do with your bandwidth. Read the terms carefully. Storage space. Rent your garage or basement. People have too much stuff and not enough space. You might have extra space and not enough money. See where this is going? Platforms like Neighbor connect people who need storage with people who have space. Got a garage, basement, attic, or even just a large closet? You can rent it out. Rates vary by location and space size, but a single-car garage might rent for $100 to $300 per month. A basement could be more. It's passive income from space that was probably just accumulating your own junk anyway. The beauty is the long-term nature. Storage renters tend to stay for months or years. They're not moving in and out constantly like Airbnb guests. List the space, find a renter, collect monthly payments. Minimal ongoing work. Chapter 14. Automated Dropshipping. E-commerce without inventory. Dropshipping is the e-commerce model for people who want to run a store without actually handling products. No inventory, no warehouse, no shipping department, just you, a website, and suppliers who handle everything else. How dropshipping works. The model is simple. Customer orders a product from your online store. You forward the order to your supplier. Supplier ships directly to the customer. You keep the difference between retail price and wholesale price. You're essentially a middleman, but in the good way. You handle marketing and sales. The supplier handles fulfillment. You never touch the product. You never see the product. You might not even know what the product looks like in person. The automation angle modern dropshipping can be heavily automated. Automated fulfillment. Apps like Oberlo, DSERs, or Spocket connect your Shopify store to suppliers. When someone orders, the order automatically goes to the supplier. They ship it. You do nothing. Automated email sequences. Set up automated emails for confirmations, shipping updates, follow-ups, abandoned cart recovery, all handled by software. Automated ads. Facebook and Google ads can run on autopilot once set up properly. The platform optimizes based on what's converting. Automated customer service. Chatbots handle common questions. Only complex issues reach you. The result? You can run a dropshipping store while working a full-time job, traveling, or binge-watching an entire Netflix series in one sitting. The store operates 24/7, whether you're actively managing it or not. Finding profitable products. This is where most people fail. They choose products randomly or follow trending garbage that's already oversaturated. Good dropshipping products typically solve a specific problem, have decent profit margins, at least 40 to 50%, aren't easily found in local stores, appeal to a passionate niche, are lightweight and easy to ship, have low return rates, Bad dropshipping products, generic items available everywhere, extremely low margins, heavy or fragile, shipping nightmares. Trending items everyone else is selling, products with high return rates or quality issues. Use tools like AliExpress, Google Trends, and Facebook Ad Library to research what's selling. Look for products with decent search volume but not crazy competition. The sweet spot is the profitable obscurity. Platform selection: Shopify. Most popular, easy to use, tons of integrations. Monthly cost, but worth it for the ecosystem. WooCommerce. Free WordPress plugin. More technical setup required, but no monthly platform fees. Amazon FBA. Not traditional dropshipping, but similar model. Send products to Amazon. They handle storage and shipping. Massive built-in audience. eBay. Old school, but still works. Lower traffic than Amazon, but also less competition. Most successful dropshippers use Shopify because the automation apps are best in class, and the platform is designed for this model. The marketing reality. Here's the catch. Dropshipping is only passive if you nail the marketing first. You need traffic, you need customers, they don't appear magically. Marketing options: Facebook/Instagram ads. Most common, can be profitable, but requires testing Google Shopping ads. Great for product-based searches, SEO, longer term but free traffic once, free. Ranking influencer marketing. Pay someone with an audience to promote email marketing. Build a list, promote to it repeatedly. The passive income comes after you've dialed in your marketing. Once you know what ads work, what products convert, and what your customer acquisition cost is, you can scale and automate. You'll still need to monitor performance and make adjustments, but the day-to-day operations can run without constant attention. Managing expectations. Dropshipping is not get rich quick with zero effort. It requires upfront work, setting up the store, testing products and ads to find what works, dealing with customer service issues, managing supplier relationships, monitoring quality, and shipping times. But once systems are in place, it can be relatively passive. Many dropshippers run stores generating $5,000 to $20,000 per month profit with just a few hours of work per week. The failures you hear about? Usually people who chose terrible products, had no marketing strategy, used unreliable suppliers, gave up after 2 weeks. Do it right, treat it like a real business, and dropshipping can be a legitimate passive income stream. Chapter 15. Create a subscription box, recurring revenue on autopilot. Subscription boxes are everywhere. Coffee subscriptions, meal kits, beauty products, pet supplies, book clubs, craft supplies. If it exists, someone has made a subscription box for it, and they're collecting recurring monthly revenue while you're still working hourly. The subscription box model. The beauty of subscriptions is predictable recurring revenue. Instead of convincing someone to buy once, you convince them once and they pay you monthly. It's the difference between dating and marriage. One requires constant effort to maintain interest. The other is a commitment, hopefully. Customers pay monthly or quarterly/annually for curated boxes of products delivered to their door. You source the products, package them, ship them. But once you have systems in place, much of this can be automated or outsourced. Why subscription boxes work people love? Convenience, products show up automatically. Discovery, finding new products they wouldn't have found otherwise. Curation, someone else did the research and selection. Community, being part of a club or movement, surprise and delight. It's like getting a present every month. From your perspective, you love recurring revenue, predictable monthly income, customer retention, less chasing new customers constantly, higher lifetime value. One customer pays you for months or years, bulk purchasing power. Buy inventory at volume discounts, finding your subscription niche. The market is crowded, so you need differentiation. Generic won't cut it. Good niches, specific hobbies, fly fishing, bonsai, calligraphy. Dietary restrictions, keto, vegan, gluten-free. Professional needs, teacher supplies, real estate agent materials. Pet-specific, boxes for specific dog breeds or pet types. Localized, regional snacks, local artisan products. Bad niches, already dominated markets, general beauty, generic snacks. No passionate community, products that don't make sense as subscriptions. Niches where you can't source products profitably. Research existing subscription boxes. If there are 50 competitors, maybe skip it. If there are 2 to 3, there might be room. If there are 0, it might be genius, or there might be no market. Test carefully. The economics. Let's run some numbers. Say you charge $35 per month for a subscription box. Costs, products, $12, packaging, $2 shipping, $6 payment processing, $1.50, total costs, $21.50, profit per box, $13.50. Now multiply that by subscribers. 100 subscribers equals $1,350 per month profit. 500 subscribers equals $6,750 per month profit. 1,000 subscribers equals $13,500 per month profit. The margins can be better if you negotiate bulk product pricing or manufacture products yourself. Some subscription boxes operate at 60 to 70% gross margins, automation, and outsourcing. Making this passive requires systems, fulfillment centers, third-party companies that store your inventory, pack boxes, and ship them. You send them products and customer lists, they handle the rest. Costs $3 to $8 per box typically. Subscription management software. Platforms like Cratejoy or Subly handle billing, customer management, and integrations. Customers sign up, get charged automatically, and the system notifies your fulfillment center. Email automation. Welcome sequences, monthly announcements, retention campaigns all run automatically. Customer service. Hire virtual assistants to handle inquiries and issues, or use chatbots for common questions. With these systems, your main job becomes product curation and marketing. The operational side runs itself. Customer acquisition and retention. Getting subscribers requires marketing, social media ads. Facebook/Instagram are most common. Influencer partnerships, content marketing, blogs, YouTube, TikTok, SEO for niche subscription box, searches, referral programs, give existing customers incentives to refer friends. The economics work because of lifetime value. If it costs you $30 to acquire a customer and they stay subscribed for 8 months at $13.50 profit per month, that's $108 profit from a $30 investment. The longer they stay, the better your return. Retention is crucial. Keeping subscribers requires consistent quality, regular surprises or upgrades, community building, Facebook groups, exclusive content, excellent customer service, giving people reasons to not cancel, annual discounts, exclusive items. The best subscription boxes have 70 to 80% monthly retention rates, meaning most customers don't cancel, they just keep paying month after month. Starting small. Don't order 10,000 units of products on day one. Start with 25 to 50 boxes. Validate the concept. Get feedback. Iterate. Use pre-orders or crowdfunding to test market demand before investing heavily. If you can't get 50 people to pre-order, you probably won't get 500 subscribers later. Once validated, scale systematically. Double your order quantities, automate more processes, hire help. Eventually, you're overseeing a machine that generates recurring revenue while you work on growth or enjoy your newfound free time. Chapter 16. Invest in index funds, the boring path to wealth. Here's the secret Wall Street doesn't want you to know. You can beat most professional investors by doing almost nothing. Just buy index funds and wait. It's so simple it feels like cheating. It's not. It's just math and patience. What are index funds? Actually, an index fund is a type of mutual fund or ETF that tracks a market index. Instead of picking individual stocks, which is hard and most professionals fail at, you buy a tiny piece of hundreds or thousands of companies at once. The S&P 500 Index Fund, you're buying pieces of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Tesla, and 495 other large U.S. companies, all in one purchase. Instant diversification. Total stock market index fund, even broader. Thousands of U.S. companies from massive corporations to small startups. International index funds, thousands of companies outside the U.S. bond index funds, thousands of government and corporate bonds. You're spreading your money across so many investments that individual failures don't sink you. Apple could drop 50% and you'd barely notice because it's just one of hundreds of holdings. Why index funds beat active investing? Over 90% of professional fund managers fail to beat the market over a 15-year period. These are people with teams of analysts, insider connections, sophisticated algorithms, and millions in resources. They can't beat the index. Why? Because fees eat returns. Active funds charge 1 to 2% annually. Index funds charge 0.03 to 0.20%. That difference compounds dramatically. Market timing doesn't work. Nobody consistently predicts market movements. Picking winners is hard. Most stocks underperform the market average. Trading costs money. Every buy/sell incurs costs and taxes. Meanwhile, index fund investors just hold everything and collect the market's average return, which historically is about 10% annually for stocks. That's not exciting. That's not sexy, but it's effective. Warren Buffett, literally one of the world's best investors, recommends index funds for most people. His advice for his wife's trust after he dies? Put 90% in an S&P 500 index fund. If it's good enough for a billionaire's estate, it's probably good enough for you. The passive income part index funds generate passive income two ways. Dividends. The companies in the index pay dividends, which get distributed to you. The S&P 500 currently yields about 1.5% annually in dividends. Not huge, but it's money showing up in your account for doing nothing. Capital appreciation. The fund's value increases over time as the companies grow. This isn't income until you sell, but it's wealth accumulation happening passively. The real magic is dividend reinvestment combined with compound growth. Let's say you invest $10,000 in an S&P 500 index fund. Year 1, $10,000 grows to $11,000, 10% return. Year 2, $11,000 grows to $12,100. Year 10, $25,937. Year 20, $67,275. Year 30, $174,494. You invested $10,000 once and it became $174,000. You did nothing except not panic sell during downturns. Building a passive income portfolio. If you want actual cash flow, not just growing value, focus on dividend-oriented funds or structure withdrawals strategically. A simple passive income portfolio might be 40% total stock market index, 30% international stock index, 20% dividend stock index, 10% bond index. As the portfolio grows, you can withdraw 3 to 4% annually as income. This is the basic retirement strategy, but you don't have to wait until retirement. Build the portfolio large enough, and the withdrawals can supplement or replace your income. Let's say you build a $500,000 portfolio. A 4% withdrawal rate gives you $20,000 annually in passive income. That's while the portfolio continues growing. Historically, 4% withdrawals are sustainable indefinitely. Automation is key. The ultimate passive approach. Set up automatic monthly investments, dollar cost averaging. Choose index funds with automatic dividend reinvestment. Rebalance once per year. Most brokerages can automate this. Do absolutely nothing else. No checking prices daily. No reading financial news. No panic selling during crashes. No hot stock tips from your cousin. Just automatic investing in diversified index funds and letting time do the work. This is boring. That's the point. Boring is reliable. Exciting investing, day trading, crypto gambling, option speculation is how most people lose money. The hardest part isn't the strategy, it's the discipline to stick with it during downturns. Markets crash periodically. That's normal. Index fund investors who stay invested through crashes almost always end up ahead of people who panic sell. 4:09 p.m. Chapter 17. License. Your ideas and intellectual property. Get paid for thinking you know what's better than working? Getting paid for an idea you had once, years ago, that other people are now using to make products. That's licensing. It's renting out your brain's creations to companies who handle all the actual work. What even is licensing? Licensing is granting someone else permission to use your intellectual property in exchange for payment. You keep ownership, they get to use it, everyone makes money. Types of IP you can license: patents, inventions and novel processes, trademarks, brand names, logos, slogans, copyrights, books, music, art, designs, trade secrets, proprietary methods or formulas. You create something once, license it to multiple companies, and collect royalties every time they sell products using your IP. It's like being a landlord, except instead of renting a house, you're renting an idea. Patent licensing for the inventors. Got an invention? Even a small improvement on existing products? You can patent it and license it to manufacturers. The process: develop a working prototype or detailed design, file a patent application, hire a patent attorney. This is not DIY territory. Get the patent approved. Takes 1 to 3 years typically. Approach companies that could use your invention. Negotiate a licensing deal. Typical royalty rates are 2 to 10% of wholesale price, depending on the industry and how critical your patent is to the product. Real example: the guy who invented the intermittent windshield wiper. He licensed it to auto manufacturers and made millions. He literally made millions from the idea that wipers should have a delay setting. That's licensing power. You don't need world-changing inventions. Small improvements to existing products can be licensed. Kitchen gadgets, tools, toys, sporting goods, all industries that license inventions from independent inventors. Copyright licensing for creators. Created a design, wrote music, made art, you automatically own the copyright. Licensing means letting others use it commercially while you collect royalties. Music licensing is massive. Your song gets used in commercials, movies and TV shows, YouTube videos, streaming services, video games. Each use generates royalties. A single song can generate income for decades if it gets licensed widely. That one-hit wonder from the 90s, still generating checks when it plays in a supermarket or gets used in a commercial. Design licensing works similarly. That pattern you created, license it to fabric manufacturers, wallpaper companies, greeting card companies, home decor brands, clothing manufacturers. You design once they print it. Thousands of products, you get a percentage of sales. It's multiplication of effort. Your one design becomes thousands of products generating royalties. Trademark licensing, the brand game. This is how celebrities and influencers make real money. They license their name or brand to products. Celebrity chef licenses their name to cookware. Athlete licenses their name to sports equipment. Influencer licenses their brand to a makeup line. They don't manufacture anything. They just allow the use of their name and maybe provide input on design. Before you say, "I'm not famous," consider you don't need millions of followers. Micro-influencers, 10,000 to 100,000 followers, can license to smaller companies. Local celebrities can license regionally. The key is having a brand that adds value. If your name on a product makes it more desirable, it's licensable. How to actually get licensing deals? This is where most people get stuck. You have something licensable, but how do you actually license it? For inventions, attend trade shows in your industry. Contact manufacturers directly with professional pitch packets. Use invention marketing companies. Carefully, many are scams. Join inventor associations and networks. For creative work, submit to licensing agents and agencies. Attend licensing expos, Magic, Licensing Expo, etc. Contact companies directly that use similar designs. List work on licensing platforms. For brands, build your audience first. Nobody licenses unknown brands. Get a licensing agent who knows the industry. Attend industry events and network. Wait for companies to approach you. Happens once you're big enough. The economics of licensing deals typically work on royalties, a percentage of sales. Sometimes there's an upfront advance against future royalties. Standard royalty rates by industry: toys, 5 to 10%, apparel, 5 to 7%, home goods, 4 to 8%, technology, 2 to 5%, entertainment, character licensing, 8 to 15%. These percentages might seem small until you realize they're percentages of potentially millions in sales. A 5% royalty on $10 million in product sales is $500,000 for an idea you had once. Plus, you can license the same IP to multiple companies for different products or different territories. Your design could be licensed to a fabric company for North America, a different fabric company for Europe, a wallpaper company worldwide, a greeting card company, a home decor brand. Each deal generates separate royalties from the same underlying creation. The protection game. Here's the non-negotiable part. Protect your IP before licensing it. Get patents filed, register copyrights, trademark your brands. Otherwise, you're just giving away ideas that others can steal. Hire attorneys who specialize in IP law. Yes, it's expensive up front, but it's way more expensive to lose your rights because you cut corners. Also, licensing contracts are complex. Never sign without an attorney reviewing it. Companies will absolutely write contracts favoring themselves. You need someone protecting your interests. The passive reality check licensing is passive income once deals are signed, but getting to that point takes serious work. Creating licensable IP, protecting it legally, pitching companies, negotiating deals, managing relationships. However, once royalty checks start coming, they keep coming with minimal ongoing effort. You're collecting percentages on sales you didn't make of products you didn't manufacture sold to customers you never met. That's about as passive as income gets. Chapter 18. Build an email list and monetize it. The asset nobody talks about. Social media platforms can ban you tomorrow. Google can change their algorithm and tank your traffic. But an email list? That's yours. Nobody can take it away. It's an asset you control completely, and it's a passive income goldmine if built correctly. Why email lists? Print money. Email has an ROI of $36 to $42 for every dollar spent. That's better than almost any marketing channel. Why? You own the audience. Not renting attention from platforms direct access, straight to their inbox, no algorithm deciding who sees it high engagement. People check email daily, proven buyers. They trusted you enough to give their email, scalable, 1,000 or 100,000 subscribers, same effort to send, the passive income comes from automation. Set up email sequences once, they run forever, converting subscribers into customers automatically. Building the list. You need a reason for people to give you their email. Subscribe to my newsletter is weak. Nobody wants another newsletter. Strong lead magnets. Free course. 5 to 7 day email course teaching something valuable. Templates or tools. Spreadsheets, checklists, swipe files, ebooks or guides. Comprehensive resources on a specific topic. Discounts or exclusive access. First access to products, special pricing. Calculators or assessments. Interactive tools that provide value. The lead magnet should be extremely valuable and directly related to what you'll eventually sell. If you're selling fitness programs, your lead magnet might be a free 7-day workout plan or nutrition guide. Traffic sources. You need traffic to build a list. Content marketing. Blog posts, YouTube videos, podcasts that rank in search and include opt-in forms. This is slow but compounds over time. Social media. Build audience on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, wherever your audience hangs out. Direct them to opt-in. Paid advertising, Facebook, Google, or YouTube ads driving to landing pages. Costs money up front, but scales fast. Guest appearances, podcasts, blogs, YouTube channels in your niche. Borrow their audience. Partnerships, collaborate with others in your niche. Cross-promote to each other's audiences. The key is consistency. Add 100 subscribers per week, that's 5,000 plus per year. Keep that up for a few years, you've got a serious asset. The automated email sequences. Here's where passive income happens. Once someone joins your list, automated sequences take over. Welcome sequence, days 1 to 7. Email 1, thank them, deliver lead magnet. Email 2, share your story, build connection. Email 3, provide valuable content. Email 4, more value, subtle product mention. Email 5, soft sell of your product. Email 6, overcome objections. Email 7, final pitch with urgency. This converts 2 to 5% of new subscribers into customers automatically. You write it once, it runs forever. Educational sequence, ongoing. Regular valuable content builds trust and authority. Occasional promotional emails. Keeps audience engaged, product launch sequences. Pre-launch anticipation building. Launch day announcements, social proof and testimonials. Last chance urgency. Re-engagement sequences. Activate dormant subscribers. Win back people who haven't engaged, remove truly dead weight. All of this runs automatically. New subscriber joins, they enter the welcome sequence. Product launches, the sequence fires. Subscriber goes dormant, re-engagement sequence activates. Monetization methods. Your email list makes money through selling your own products, courses, ebooks, software, services. Highest profit margin since you keep everything. Affiliate promotions. Recommend other people's products, earn commissions. Easy money, but lower margins. Sponsored emails. Companies pay you to email your list about their products. Rates vary, but $500 to $5,000+ per email depending on list size and engagement. Paid newsletter. Charge monthly subscription for premium content. Substack made this popular. A good email list generates $1 to $3 per subscriber per month. Small list of 1,000, that's $1,000 to $3,000 monthly. List of 50,000, that's $50,000 to $150,000 monthly. The maintenance reality email lists aren't completely hands-off. You need to send regular emails, at least weekly. Monitor metrics, open rates, click rates, conversions. Test subject lines and content. Clean inactive subscribers periodically update sequences as needed, but compare this to creating new content daily or constantly chasing new customers. Email is relationship-based. You build it once, maintain it regularly, and it keeps generating income, avoiding the spam folder. Few things sadder than spending time writing emails nobody sees. Stay out of spam. Use legitimate email service providers. ConvertKit, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign. Never buy email lists, instant spam folder. Make unsubscribing easy. Don't use spammy words. Free, act now, excessive caps. Maintain good engagement. Email inactive subscribers sparingly. Include physical address in footer, required by law. Segmentation for higher conversions. Not all subscribers are equal. Segment your list by interest, what lead magnet they downloaded by engagement, active versus dormant by purchase. History, buyers versus non-buyers by demographics, location, age, profession if relevant. Send targeted content to each segment. Don't email your whole list the same thing. Someone who bought already needs different emails than someone who just joined. Segmented campaigns can have 3 to 5 times higher conversion rates than general broadcasts. More targeted equals more passive income. Chapter 19. Automated webinars. Presentations that sell while you sleep. Webinars are traditionally live presentations where you teach something valuable and pitch a product at the end. They convert like crazy, often 5 to 20% of attendees buy. But live webinars aren't passive. You're stuck presenting at specific times. Automated webinars? Different story. Record once, it plays automatically on demand or on scheduled times, converts viewers into customers 24/7 while you do literally anything else. The automated webinar model. You create a webinar presentation once, typically 45 to 90 minutes, that provides genuine value and naturally leads to your product as the solution. The presentation gets recorded. Then platforms like EverWebinar, Webinar Jam, or Demio make it available as if it were happening live. People register, attend at scheduled times, watch the recording, and can purchase your product. From the viewer's perspective, it feels live. There's a registration process, scheduled time slots, maybe a live chat, can be automated with canned responses or live support. But you're not actually there. You recorded it once, months or years ago. The best part? Multiple live webinars can run simultaneously. While you're sleeping, your webinar is running in 3 different time zones, converting attendees in each one. What makes webinars convert webinars work? Because time commitment. People who register and show up are invested. They've given you an hour of attention. That builds commitment. Value first. You teach genuinely useful content. This builds trust and authority. Demonstration. You show what's possible, creating desire for transformation. Social proof. Testimonials and case studies reduce risk. Limited time offer. Scarcity and urgency encourage immediate action. Direct pitch. Unlike passive content, you explicitly ask for the sale. A well-crafted webinar can convert 5 to 20% of attendees. If 100 people attend and 10 buy a $497 product, that's $4,970 in automated revenue from one webinar session. Creating your webinar structure that works. Intro, 5 minutes. Who you are, what they'll learn, why they should listen. Content, 30 to 45 minutes. Teach 3 to 5 core concepts. Actual valuable information, not fluff. This is where you build credibility. Transition, 5 minutes. Bridge from teaching to offer. Now that you understand X, here's how to implement it. Pitch, 15 to 20 minutes. Present your product as the natural solution. Handle objections, show testimonials, explain the offer. Q&A, 10 to 15 minutes. Answer common questions. Can be pre-recorded FAQs that seem live. Close 5 minutes. Final call to action with urgency. Bonus expires, price increases, limited spots. Record with good audio and video quality. Mediocre production kills conversions faster than bad content. You don't need a studio, but invest in a decent microphone and good lighting. The automated funnel webinars rarely exist alone. They're part of a funnel: traffic source, ads, social media, content marketing, email list registration page, compelling copy that gets people to register, reminder emails, multiple reminders so people actually show up, webinar, the automated presentation follow-up sequence, emails to non-buyers offering replay and more chances, downsells or upsells, alternative offers for those who didn't buy main product. The entire funnel can be automated. Someone clicks an ad, registers, gets reminded, watches the webinar, receives follow-ups, either buys or doesn't, all without your involvement. The math. Let's run numbers on an automated webinar funnel. Monthly ad spend, $3,000. Registrations, 650 cents per registration. Show up rate, 30% equals 180 attendees. Conversion rate, 10% equals 18 sales. Product price, $997. Gross revenue, $17,946. Profit, $14,946. Now imagine this running continuously, every week, every month, while you sleep, travel, work on other projects, or binge watch your show of choice. Scale the ad spend, revenue scales proportionally. Spend $10,000 monthly on ads, you're looking at $50,000 plus monthly revenue if the math holds. Making it actually passive, full automation requires automated registration pages. Platforms like ClickFunnels or Lead Pages handle this. Email automation, sequences for reminders, follow-ups, no-shows, all pre-written and automated. Ad automation, Facebook and Google ads run continuously with set budgets. Chat automation, bots handle common questions during live webinar. Customer service, hire VAs to handle purchases and support, or use automated systems. Your involvement becomes monitoring metrics and optimizing. Maybe updating the webinar annually if content becomes outdated. Otherwise, it runs itself. Scaling multiple webinars. Advanced move. Create multiple webinars for different products or audiences. Beginner webinar selling entry-level product, advanced webinar selling premium product. Industry-specific webinars for different niches. Each runs on its own automated schedule. You're essentially operating multiple automated sales machines simultaneously. Some marketers run 5 to 10 plus automated webinars, each generating $10,000 to $50,000 plus monthly. Combined, that's serious passive income from presentations recorded months or years ago. Chapter 20. Royalties from Creative Work, the Long Tail of Creation. Here's something most people don't realize. Creative work can generate income for decades after creation. Write a song today, it might still be paying you in 2050. Create a character, it could be licensing deals for generations. This is the long tail of creative royalties, music royalties, multiple income streams from one song. A single song can generate royalties from mechanical royalties. Every time the song is reproduced, streamed, downloaded on CD, vinyl, you get paid per reproduction. Performance royalties. When the song is performed publicly, radio, concerts, restaurants, stores, streaming services. Performing rights organizations, ASCAP, BMI, SESAC, collect these. Sync licensing. When your song is synchronized with visual media, movies, TV shows, commercials, video games, YouTube videos. These can be huge payouts, $10,000 to $500,000 plus depending on the placement. Print royalties. If your sheet music is sold, one song, 4 different royalty streams. That song you write today could be generating royalties 50 years from now if it gets popular or gets licensed for media. Examples: Happy Birthday generated millions annually in royalties until copyright expired. Christmas songs generate automatic income every December for their creators' estates. One-hit wonders from decades ago still generate checks when played. Book royalties, the gift that keeps giving. Traditional publishing. You get an advance, payment upfront, against future royalties. Then typically 10 to 15% of book sales after the advance is earned back. Self-publishing. You keep 35 to 70% of sales price depending on platform and format. No advance, but higher per sale royalties. The passive part, write the book once. It can sell for years or decades, especially if it's evergreen content, topics that don't age quickly, non-fiction books on timeless topics. Personal finance, parenting, health can sell steadily for 20 plus years. Fiction series can build audiences that buy your entire backlist. Plus, subsidiary rights, audiobook rights, additional royalties when it's made into audiobook foreign translation rights, sell rights for different languages, film/TV adaptation rights. If your book gets adapted, that's serious money. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter 25 plus years ago, still generating massive royalties from books, audiobooks, translations, movies, merchandise. That's the dream, obviously rare, but it illustrates the longevity potential. Video content royalties. YouTube's long tail. YouTube videos can generate ad revenue for years after upload. Videos about evergreen topics keep getting views and generating income indefinitely. Example, a how to tie a tie video from 2012 might still get thousands of views monthly in 2024, still generating ad revenue. Creator did the work once over a decade ago, still getting paid. Same for stock footage licensing. Videographers upload footage to platforms like Shutterstock or Pond5, get paid every time someone licenses it. That sunset shot could sell hundreds of times over years. That's the fifth section, approximately 3,500 words. Ready for the conclusion and final section. Yes, 4:12 p.m. Chapter 20 continued. Royalties from creative work software and app royalties. Code that keeps paying. If you've created software, plugins, or apps that are useful, they can generate ongoing royalties or license fees. WordPress plugins, Shopify apps, browser extensions, create once, sell repeatedly, or charge monthly subscriptions. The code keeps working, you keep collecting. Some developers create niche software solutions and license them to businesses. An accounting plugin for a specific industry might only have 500 potential customers, but if they each pay $50 per month, that's $25,000 monthly recurring revenue from code you wrote once and maintain minimally. The key is solving a specific problem well enough that people will pay for it. You don't need millions of users. You need enough paying users that the economics work. Character and brand licensing. Create once, license forever. Create a character that resonates. You can license it for merchandise, t-shirts, toys, posters, books and comics, animated series or films, video games, theme park attractions. Most creators won't reach Disney or Marvel levels, but smaller scale character licensing is viable. Webcomic artists license their characters for merchandise. YouTube animators create characters that become product lines. The character does the work. You created it once, now it's generating licensing deals and royalties from products you never make yourself. Fine art royalties. The resale rights. In some jurisdictions, artists receive royalties when their work is resold. It's called droit de suite, or resale rights. Not common in the US, but in the EU and other regions, artists get a percentage, usually 1 to 5%, when their work is resold at auction or through galleries. Additionally, selling prints of original artwork generates ongoing income. Create a painting once, sell the original, then sell unlimited prints through print-on-demand services or galleries. The compounding effect of a creative catalog. Here's where it gets powerful. Each creative work is a small passive income stream, but create 10 songs, 5 books, 20 YouTube videos, 50 stock photos. Now you've got dozens of income streams working simultaneously. None individually might generate life-changing income, but collectively, they compound into serious passive revenue. Musicians call this a catalog. Authors call it a backlist. Whatever you call it, it's a portfolio of creative assets working for you 24/7. Protecting your creative rights critical. Register your copyrights, join performing rights organizations, use platforms that enforce rights. For music, register with ASCAP, BMI, or SESAC. They track performances and collect royalties globally. For books, copyright registration protects your work legally. For all creative work, watermark when appropriate, use platforms with rights management, consider hiring rights management services if income justifies it. People will steal creative work, that's reality, but proper registration and enforcement can recover those royalties. The long game mindset. Creative royalties are the ultimate long game. You might create something today that doesn't pay much immediately but becomes valuable over time. That song you write might not hit until years later when it gets featured in a viral TikTok. That book might not sell well initially but becomes a classic in its niche. That character might seem silly now but becomes a merchandise empire. Or it might generate modest income indefinitely. $50 per month doesn't sound impressive, but from something you created 5 years ago, that's $600 annually from old work. Create 50 things generating $50 per month each, that's $30,000 annually in passive income. Conclusion: the reality of making money while you sleep. Let's get real for a minute. Everything in this video requires upfront work. I know I said passive income about 600 times, but there's no such thing as truly passive income without initial effort. That's the truth nobody wants to hear, but everyone needs to understand. The upfront work reality making money while you sleep requires learning new skills, investing time or money upfront, building systems and processes, testing and iterating, probably failing multiple times first, patience while things compound. The rental property needs to be purchased and set up. The dividend portfolio needs to be built. The online course needs to be created. The website needs content. The app needs to be developed. None of this happens magically. You can't just decide on Tuesday that you want passive income and expect checks on Wednesday. But here's why it's worth it. Once you do the work, the leverage is insane. Your income becomes decoupled from your time. You're earning money based on the systems you built, not just the hours you work. This means you can earn while sick or on vacation. Your income isn't capped by hours in a day. You have more time freedom. You've built real assets with value. You can scale beyond what one person could do with active work. A person working hourly can maybe double their income by working twice as hard. A person with passive income streams can 10 times their income by building and scaling systems. The diversification strategy. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't rely on just rental income or just dividend stocks or just online courses. Smart passive income strategy involves multiple streams, some real estate for tangible assets, some stock market investments for growth, some digital products for high margins, some automated businesses for active income that can become passive. If one stream fails or underperforms, you've got others. Markets crash, your rental income continues, rental market softens, your stocks are still growing, platform changes algorithm, your other income sources are unaffected. Diversification is boring, but it's smart. It's the difference between having a fragile income, one source that can disappear, and an anti-fragile income, multiple sources that support each other. The timeline expectations building meaningful passive income takes time. Here's a realistic timeline. Months 1 to 6. Learning, building, failing, iterating, probably making very little money. This is planting seeds. Months 6 to 12. Systems starting to work. Maybe making $500 to $2,000 monthly across various streams. Seeds are sprouting. Year 2, optimizing what works, cutting what doesn't. Potentially $2,000 to $5,000 plus dollars monthly. Some plants are producing. Year 3 plus, compounding effects kick in. Real momentum could be $5,000 to $10,000 plus monthly or more, depending on focus and execution. You've got an orchard. These are rough estimates. Some people move faster, some slower, some hit it big early. Some grind for years before breakthrough, but the pattern is consistent: slow start, eventual acceleration, the lifestyle impact. The goal isn't necessarily to make millions, though that'd be nice. The goal is freedom and options. Passive income of $2,000 per month means you can work part-time instead of full-time. You have a financial cushion for emergencies. You can take risks you couldn't before. You have more career flexibility. Passive income of $5,000 per month means you might cover most living expenses, you can take extended time off, you can pursue passion projects. You're not living paycheck to paycheck. Passive income of $10,000 plus per month means you might not need a traditional job. You have real financial freedom. You can make life decisions based on wants, not just needs. You've built something meaningful. The common mistakes to avoid mistake. 1. Quitting too early. Most passive income streams take time to work. Giving up after 2 months guarantees failure. Mistake 2, trying everything at once. Focus on one or two strategies first, master them, then expand. Jack of all trades, master. Of none makes no passive income. Mistake 3, expecting easy money. If it were easy, everyone would do it. The difficulty is why it's valuable. Mistake 4, not reinvesting. The first dollars earned should often go back into growing the income stream. Compounding requires reinvestment. Mistake 5, analysis paralysis. Spending 6 months researching instead of doing. Start imperfectly. Iterate based on reality, not theory. Mistake 6, ignoring taxes and legal stuff. Consult professionals. Structure things correctly. Don't let avoidable mistakes destroy what you build. The mindset shift required. Remember from the beginning, you need to stop thinking about dollars per hour and start thinking about dollars per asset. How much does this rental property earn annually? How much does this course generate monthly? How much does this dividend portfolio produce quarterly? You're building a portfolio of assets, each contributing to total income. Some will be winners, some will be losers. The portfolio is what matters. This mindset shift is hard. Society trains us to think in hourly wages. I make $25 per hour. Passive income thinkers say, I make $5,000 per month from my assets. The action plan. Here's what to actually do. Step 1. Choose one passive income stream from this video that resonates with you. Just one. Don't try to do everything. Step 2. Research deeply, read books, take courses, join communities, learn from people doing it successfully. Step 3. Start small. Don't bet the farm. Invest time or money you can afford to lose while learning. Step 4. Launch imperfectly. You'll never feel ready. Do it anyway. Step 5. Measure, analyze, optimize. What's working? What's not? Double down on winners, cut losers. Step 6. Scale what works. Once you've proven a model, invest more heavily into it. Step 7. Diversify. Once one stream is working, add another. Build the portfolio. The honest truth about passive income. Let me level with you one last. Time. Passive income isn't completely passive. It requires initial work to build ongoing maintenance and optimization, dealing with occasional issues and problems, reinvestment and strategic decisions, adaptation as markets and platforms change, but it's way more passive than trading hours for dollars. It's about leverage, doing work once that pays you repeatedly. It's about systems that generate value while you're doing other things. The people making serious money while they sleep, they worked their asses off first. They built systems. They failed repeatedly. They learned. They persisted when it sucked, but they did it. And now their bank accounts grow while they're on vacation, with their kids, pursuing hobbies, or yes, sleeping. The final word. You've now got a blueprint, 20 different ways to make money while you sleep. Some require money to start, some require skills, some require time. All require effort. The question isn't, can this work? It demonstrably, works for millions of people. The question is, will you do the work? Most people won't. They'll watch this video, feel motivated, do nothing. A week from now, they'll be back to complaining about money while taking zero action. Don't be most people. Choose one method. Start today, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, not when you have more time. Today. Because every day you wait is another day you could have been building passive income streams. Every week is lost compounding. Every month is hundreds or thousands of dollars you didn't earn because you didn't start. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. The absolute worst time is someday, because someday never comes. Your future self, the one sleeping peacefully while their bank account grows, will thank you for starting today. Now stop watching videos about making money and go actually make some money while you sleep, eventually, after you do the work. Bonus chapter: the automation tools and systems that make it all work. Here's what separates people who successfully build passive income from those who burn out. Automation tools and systems. You can have the best passive income ideas in the world, but without proper systems, you're just creating another job for yourself. Let's talk about the actual tools and frameworks that turn kinda passive into actually passive. The automation stack. You actually think of automation tools like hiring employees, except they cost $10 to $50 per month instead of $3,000 plus, and they never call in sick or complain about the break room coffee. For email marketing and automation, ConvertKit, ActiveCampaign, or MailerLite handle your email sequences. You write the emails once, set up the triggers and conditions, and the software does everything else. Someone joins your list at 3 a.m., they get the welcome email immediately, they click a specific link, they're automatically tagged and moved to a different sequence. You're sleeping, the system is working. The advanced move is setting up branching logic. If someone opens your email about real estate investing but not the one about stocks, they get tagged as interested in real estate and receive relevant content. This personalization happens automatically across thousands of subscribers. For social media management, tools like Buffer, Hootsuite, or later let you batch create content and schedule it weeks or months in advance. Spend one Sunday creating 30 social posts, schedule them, and you've got a month of consistent posting handled. The tool posts at optimal times across multiple platforms while you're doing literally anything else. Advanced users combine this with content recycling. That evergreen post about dividend investing from 6 months ago? Schedule it to post again. Most of your audience didn't see it the first time anyway. The software keeps your accounts active with minimal ongoing effort. For customer service, chatbots like ManyChat or TDO handle common questions automatically. What's your refund policy? When will I receive my product? How do I access the course? These questions get asked repeatedly. A chatbot answers them 24/7 instantly. For complex issues, the bot collects information and creates a support ticket for you to handle later. You're not dealing with every single customer interaction in real time. You're batch processing the ones that actually need human attention. For payment processing and subscriptions, Stripe and PayPal handle transactions automatically. But the real magic is in tools like Stripe Billing, ChargeBee, or subscription features in platforms like Shopify. They handle recurring billing, failed payment recovery, invoicing, refunds, all automatically. Someone's credit card expires, the system automatically attempts to charge a backup payment method, then sends them an email to update their card if that fails. You never manually touch the transaction. Money just appears in your account, or doesn't, but at least you know automatically. For accounting and taxes, QuickBooks, FreshBooks, or Wave automatically categorize transactions, track income and expenses, generate financial reports, and prepare data for tax time. Connect them to your business accounts and they pull transaction data automatically. Come tax season, you're not scrambling through receipts and bank statements. You click Generate Report and have everything organized. Your accountant will love you and you'll spend way less time on the nightmare that is bookkeeping. The Zapier magic, connecting everything. Zapier is the duct tape of automation. It connects different apps and makes them work together even when they weren't designed to. Example automation. Someone buys your product on Shopify. Zapier automatically adds them to your customer email list in ConvertKit, creates a row in your Google Sheet for tracking, sends you a Slack notification, and adds a task in Asana for your VA to follow up. Zero manual work. You can create workflows like new YouTube subscriber to add to email list, to send, welcome email to tag, based on which video they subscribed, from email link clicked to update CRM to trigger specific email sequence to notify sales team if high-value prospect, new blog post published, arrow share to all social platforms, arrow send to email list, arrow add to content calendar. Zapier has thousands of app integrations. If you're doing something manually more than twice, there's probably a Zap that can automate it, the content repurposing system. Creating content is work. Creating it once and using it everywhere is smart. Here's the system successful passive income builders use. Start with one piece of long-form content, a YouTube video, podcast episode, or blog post. Then systematically repurpose it. From one YouTube video, create blog post, transcribe, edit, publish 5 to 10 social media posts. Pull, quotes, and key points. Email newsletter, podcast episode, extract audio, Instagram carousel, key points with graphics, LinkedIn article, Pinterest pins, TikTok clips, highlight interesting moments. 1 hour of content creation becomes 20 plus pieces of content across multiple platforms. Tools like Descript can transcribe videos automatically. Canva templates speed up graphic creation. Scheduling tools post everything automatically. You created content once. The system distributed it everywhere, continually, automatically. The project management framework. Passive income requires systems, and systems require organization. Tools like Notion, Asana, or Trello keep everything structured. Create a dashboard tracking all passive income streams and their monthly performance content calendar across all platforms. Task lists for system improvements, financial metrics and goals, ideas and experiments to test. The goal is having one place where you can see your entire passive income ecosystem at a glance. What's working, what needs attention, what's next. This prevents the chaos of managing multiple income streams. Without organization, you'll forget about streams, miss optimization opportunities, or waste time figuring out what to work on. The delegation system, when and how to outsource. At some point, your time becomes more valuable than the cost of hiring help. Here's the framework for smart delegation. Tasks to outsource first, highest ROI. Repetitive admin work, data entry, email management. Content editing and formatting customer service responses. Graphic design for templates you reuse, bookkeeping and financial tracking. Tasks to keep for now. Strategy and decision-making, high-level content creation, system design and optimization. Relationship management with key partners, where to find help. Upwork and Fiverr for project-based work. Onlinejobs.ph for Filipino VAs, cost-effective, often excellent English. Specialized agencies for expert work. Design, development, marketing. Start small. Hire someone for 5 to 10 hours per week. Give them standard operating procedures, SOPs, for tasks. Use tools like Loom to record video instructions. Build a library of processes they can reference. As passive income grows, reinvest some revenue into more delegation. Eventually, you're managing systems and people rather than doing every task yourself. That's when it becomes truly passive. The maintenance schedule that prevents disasters. Set and forget is a myth. Set and check occasionally is reality. Even passive income requires periodic maintenance. Here's the schedule. Daily, 5 to 10 minutes. Quick check of revenue numbers, scan for critical customer issues, review automation health, anything breaking. Weekly, 30 to 60 minutes. Review detailed metrics. Handle any issues that arose. Check for opportunities or problems. Batch process, customer service tickets monthly, 2 to 4 hours. Deep dive on performance test and optimize underperforming elements. Plan content or products for next month. Financial review and reconciliation. Update and improve systems. Quarterly, 1 day. Strategic review of all income streams. Cut what's not working. Double down on what is planned experiments and new initiatives. Tax preparation and planning. This structure prevents both neglect, where systems break and you don't notice, and overmanagement, where you're constantly tweaking instead of letting things run. The system testing protocol. Before assuming a system is passive, test it thoroughly. The absence test, can you not touch it for a week, a month? If it breaks immediately without your attention, it's not passive yet. The scale test. What happens if volume doubles? If you get 2 times the customers, does the system handle it or collapse? The failure test. What breaks when something goes wrong? Is there redundancy, automated alerts, recovery procedures? The delegation test. Could someone else run this with written instructions? If it requires your specific knowledge and judgment constantly, it needs more systematization. Run these tests before considering something truly passive. Otherwise, you're just building yourself another job. The compound effect of systems. Here's where it gets exciting. Systems compound. The email automation you set up for one product can be duplicated for another. The content repurposing workflow becomes faster each time. The delegation processes work across multiple projects. You're not just building income streams, you're building operational capability. Each system makes the next one easier to implement. Each process you document can be reused. This is why people who've built one successful passive income stream find it easier to build a second, third, and fourth. They're not starting from zero each time. They're using existing systems and just pointing them at new opportunities. The technology keeps improving. AI tools are making automation even more powerful. ChatGPT can draft email sequences, Jasper can write product descriptions, DALL-E can create images. Automation tools are getting smarter and cheaper. What required a team of 5 people 5 years ago might require you in some software today. This trend will continue. The barrier to building passive income keeps lowering, but, and this is important, the fundamentals don't change. You still need value creation. You still need audiences or customers. You still need systems that work. Technology makes execution easier, but it doesn't eliminate the need for strategy and effort. The bottom line on automation tools don't create passive income. Systems create passive income. Tools just make systems easier to build and manage. Invest in learning automation tools. Spend money on software that saves you time. Build documented systems that can run without you. This is how you actually make money while you sleep. Instead of just working a different kind of job, the goal is getting to the point where you wake up, check your dashboard, see that everything's running smoothly, and go back to sleep if you want. Or better yet, go do something you actually enjoy while your systems handle business. That's the promise of passive income. Not that you never work, but that the work you did yesterday, or last month, or last year continues paying you today. And automation tools are what make that promise a reality.